ETFs at Blackrock, Jay Jacobs. Okay, first, establish your long-term view of crypto.
Well, Bitcoin in particular is this non-sovereign, global, decentralized asset that can really provide value to people's portfolios in small doses as a unique asset. Sort of like how gold doesn't behave like stocks or bonds, Bitcoin is driven by its own rules and its own drivers, predominantly, which is greater geopolitical or inflation risk. And frankly, we live in a world where these are prevalent risks around the economy, where people want to hedge that with different assets.
Isn't it interesting? It used to be fringe, and now, thanks very much in part to Larry Fink, your boss, and iShares coming out with the iBit, this is more than 2 years ago now, that it really became this opportunity for people to understand it. Are you saying now that Bitcoin and crypto are long-term investments?
I think you have to look at it through a long-term lens because it's volatile. Because we see over weeks, months, it can be up and down. People are still trying to figure out what the value of this asset is. But if you zoom out and take a long-term view of the role it can play in a portfolio, it can really be one of those diversifiers that behaves unique from stocks and bonds.
When somebody who is Bitcoin curious comes out and says to you, Jay, what is the value? 1 minute in October, it's 126,000. Today, it's 76,000.
You have to look at it in the context of a broader portfolio. We can't put a specific price target on it on a given moment. It really has to do with how much do people need this asset that can behave uniquely, that can be a geopolitical hedge. That's constantly changing around the world. When you see more currency debasement, when you see rising government debts, when you see that more people want to move assets across borders, that's going to increase the value of something like Bitcoin. And so in this world, we see that as a structural trend that's growing. But minute by minute, that demand and supply is going to change.
Let's talk in this last minute and a half about the volatility that we've